Hello, welcome back to another One Piece manga chapter review. Today we have chapter 1145, titled The Blaze and Branch number 8's Force number 2. So we're going to be continuing with the fire that's going on the tree, obviously. So we've got our cover story here. Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 30. Pepe is still alive. We've got Ulti hugging page 1 as they've been released. So page 1 is still alive after being tortured. There's Yamato standing in the background. On to our first page. There's fighting in the realm of the dead too. Roar! And we've got a giant dragon facing off. Rearing up. Here comes Nash. What? Wait. Now. So the shield. Interesting. I'm not sure what to make of this. It looks like the chef for the new Giant Warrior Pirates has a shield that is alive. So Nash. Yeah, because I don't think Nash is the name of one of the Giant Warrior Pirates, but it's living shield. He has the shield expand, and the shield is of course protesting. And then the dragon slams into it as it tries to attack him. So the question is that a homie? I don't think it's a homie, so if it's not a homie, it has to be a devil fruit power. Another type of devil fruit power. Either way, that's something that needs to be explained, but the dragon tries to attack, slams into the shield. Then we have Sanji and Zoro doing a combo attack. Zoro gets up on Sanji's leg, and Sanji prepares to launch him. He launches, power shoot. Zoro uses his swords and slices the head off the dragon. This thing looks edible. It's big by even giant standards. Brachiosaurus is super tasty. They've got a thick layer of fat under the skin, so prep takes a while, but simmer it and bruise and it's fantastic. We didn't bring any alcohol, though, says Sanji. So Sanji's talking with the giant warrior pirate chef. So that wasn't a dragon, it's a dinosaur. It's a Brachiosaurus, apparently. The hunter's cabin is stocked with all sorts of with all the cooking tools we'll need. Let's grab some herbs on the way back. Never mind that. What is this thing? Is it devil fruit responsible? So Zoro is talking about the shield. It came to life after my old man clashed with Big Mom. Big Mom? So it's just like Zeus, huh? What? You know Zeus? He's a high-ranking homie. Yeah, he's our navigator's lackey now. What? So the Shield Nash is a homie. So it came to life after his father clashed with Big Mom. Okay. Okay, back to the castle. God's Knights? That's right, Wheeze. They came here. Government officials? You're saying they did this to you? You got it. All your rampaging overseas must have made you some enemies. So this is Loki talking, explaining the God's Knights did this. Harujan suggests that rampaging Loki did overseas made him enemies. Don't be stupid. I'd already be king of the world. if I'd gone far enough to cross path with guys like that. World Government Knights, says Luffy. Hey, we got one. It's huge. Brogosauruses are super nutritious. And Zoro immediately says, I took it down. It was incredible. You look like a head of broccoli slaying that. Sailing gloriously through the air. So Zoro and Sanji start arguing again. Did you collect the firewood? Yeah, it's right here. Good work out there. Alright, it's ready. So good. That first serving wasn't meant for you. Alright. Get up, Loki. It's too hot. Take it easy, Luffy. Kun. You'll reopen his wounds. So we've got Luffy trying to feed Loki a giant piece of the Brogosauruses meat. But it's scalding hot. You moron! Are you trying to kill me? Wow, you're better already. Chow down. You won't heal if you don't eat. So we got Loki eating. It's hard to swallow. I meant to eat lying down. Cough, cough. You sure are pushy. Cough, cough. Oh no, he's choking. Pass me the soup. Give me a sec. And then Luffy runs off and comes back carrying a boiling hot mug of soup in his hands. Hot, 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 hot. It's clearly boiling. Stay away from me. Splash. Ah. Now he's got even more burns. Get him the hell away from me. Luffy-kun. My bad. I didn't mean to. Then Gerd smiles and gives a thumbs up at Luffy. Gerd-chan, you too? What did he do to piss off the giants that much, says Sanji. I bet his promise to Luffy was just a trick, says Zoro. Red Hair's whereabouts, huh? I'm afraid I wasn't lying about that. Is that so? You gonna spit it out then? The deal was that you'd free me from these chains first. You really want to see Red Hair that bad, huh? Well, I guess I can understand. That's what happens when you look up to a pirate in your youth. Got Harujin looking on silently as Luffy speaks. You know the feeling, says Luffy. Yeah, I do. You regret that you were just a kid. And now we have a flashback to Loki as a child. He's in a bar. There's a silhouetted figure walking away from him. Take me with you. I didn't come all this way to take in a brat like you. Don't make me repeat myself. Then I challenge you. What? And in the next panel, we've got Loki all beaten up and laying on the ground. You seriously pulled a blade on a kid? Shut it, Newgate. And they're walking away. So this confirms, when you look at the silhouette, the first thing that comes to mind is rocks, because it's a very spiky kind of silhouette that looks like the silhouette of rocks we've previously seen. After the fight, the two figures are walking away. The one silhouette is clearly Newgate, because you can see his mustache, where that confirms he's following the other silhouetted figure. And that confirms this is Rocks. Newgate and Rocks. So this confirms that when Loki was a child, Rocks came to Elbaf, and what was he looking for when he came to Elbaf? But whatever the reason, he did come to the island, and Loki tried to join his crew, very similar to Luffy, except he challenged Rocks to a fight. Rocks beat him up and left. So very similar to Luffy. Then we go back to Rocks in the present. I was born in the wrong era. Now we're going back to where Dory and Brogy are fighting. These draggers move like trained warriors. Yeah, there's plenty of ghosts too. How childish. Round 'em up. Whoa, what? Is that Loki? Leave him to me. Shin Yasan. And we've got Gaban jumping into the air towards the giants. I guess this this illusion, this nightmare is supposed to be Loki. Anyway, Gaban jumps towards it, slices through it with the double axes. Good things these are just how kids imagine them. So they'd be tougher to beat if they were familiar with the real versions, huh? That's the last thing we need. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Just as I thought. There's more now. 3 of them. Voices that strange can't be suppressed. I can hear them. Elbaf is no longer safe. The world really is ending. So after Gibbon jumps through and slices through the giant, the nightmare Loki, and kills it, he's hearing three strange voices. So the question of this moment is that observation hockey or something more? I'm thinking it's just observation hockey. I don't think Gabon would have the voice of all things, so it's just good observation hockey. Okay, next page, we've got the firefighting unit. Use water from the sea clouds. Is that going to work? These flames are massive. And we've got Saul. Thank goodness you firefighters are here. But you need to hurry. The kids are heading straight for the flames. We're using the highest water pressure the valve can handle. You gotta put it out. Y'all can do it. Put it out. I'm begging ya. And then we've got Saint Summers and Gunko. Saint Gunko looking over. Look, Gunko, the kids are about to burn alive. Would that be enough to wake them up? Yes, they'll wake up from the heat, screaming for their parents in terror. Then the flames will burn them down to the bone. Man, ain't that just touching? Then we've got a figure, C Cloud. Something's wrong, firefighters. It's not out yet. We're doing all we can. It ain't working. Kids, no. So we've got what looks like Jimbei preparing to do a shoulder throw move with the sea cloud. So using his fisherman karate. Current shoulder throw. So Jimbei sends a huge stream of sea cloud water flying towards the flames. That should do it. Did I make it in time? Over here, hop on, right. That's our Jimbei. Gave me chills. And a huge splash of water hits the fire, dousing it as Jimbei leaps from the sea clouds back onto the little ship that Colin has. And the firefighters are looking on shocked, and Saul is shocked too. The blaze in Branch 8's Forest number 2 has been extinguished. Got Robin and Chopper hugging each other, looking on relieved. The children are all right. Step, step. The kids just missed the flame, but they're still marching. A close call. I always had faith. Good job, firefighters. So we've got Dory Brogy and Kashi Oimos cheering them on. Here's to the Guardians of Elbaf. No, it wasn't us. Glad the tykes are okay, though. Yeah. Then Chopper says, Robin, just now. Wasn't that Jimbei? He must be nearby. That was so cool, Jimbei. So freaking cool, says Colin. Good job, Jimbei. It was nothing. The guys at school may hate me, but I still consider them my friends. It'll be okay, Colin. We'll save them all, says Nami. Yeah. And just then, Gunko appears on the ship. So, not all the children were in school. Huh? Who's that? This one sure seems lively. Finally, a direct confrontation. And that's the end of the chapter. So we've got a nice setup chapter here. A little bit more about Loki's backstory. Loki being very similar to Luffy in that he tried to join a pirate crew when he was a child. I'm wondering how often this happens on Elbaf. It seems that Elbaf is a harsh destination to reach, so not many pirates get a chance to reach that island, but when pirates do get a chance, it seems to be a very common practice that children in Elbaf will try to join, because we have Loki here. We have Colin, who tried to join Shanks' crew. Then, in a slightly different sense, we have Harujin. I don't know if he tried to join the Giant Warrior Pirates crew led by Dorian Broggie, but he definitely admired them, and he's leading his own new Giant Warrior Pirate. So it can be assumed that Harujin probably tried to join the Giant Warrior Pirates at some point and failed in a very similar manner. So even he can understand Luffy and Loki's feelings in this situation. We got confirmation that the Rocks pirates actually had been to Elbaf, which of course makes sense. But the question is, why would they come to Elbaf? For what purpose? Was there a poneglyph located on Elbaf? We still don't have confirmation that there is a poneglyph on Elbaf. But I suppose that's not the only reason that a pirate crew would want to come to Elbaf. I mean, if a crew wanted to recruit giants, they would come to Elbaf. If a crew is looking for treasure, they might come to Elbaf, even though there's not a huge story about there being lots of treasure in Elbaf, but... And of course, if they just wanted to explore and see what Elbaf is like, they would come to Elbaf, but... Rox seems to be a person that's very driven, with a specific goal in mind, so he would only come to Elbaf if there was something to gain from it. So the question is, what is there to gain in Elbaf? Interesting. Gaban. Hearing the voices. And which voices was he referring to? I'm thinking he's referring to the Gods Knights. The 3 Gods Knights that are on the island. And he confirms the world really is coming to an end. Elbaf is no longer safe. The world really is ending. So I guess that kind of confirms that, even though, of course it's known, the Roger Pirates probably knew it before Vegapunk made his announcement to the world, but yes, the world is ending. And Elbaf not being safe is a sign of that oncoming apocalypse. Or end of the world / type of scenario. So a good chapter. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one.